Welcome to the House that Hammer built by the nation for the nation. Welcome to Raider Nation News today. I am your host and your resident tribal chief of Raider Nation. I don't even know if that's working.
Acknowledge me.
Hope everybody's having a great Monday wherever y'all are at. Those coming on in, y'all know the routine. Those new in here, let me teach you real quick. Smash some thumbs, hammer that sub, crush the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions. A lot to talk about within this next hour. I want to try to do an hour and 15 minutes. Wasted will be live at 6:15 Eastern, 3:15 Pacific time. So you get a little bit of the Shield More block for the next probably 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It's all up to you guys how long y'all want to hang out with us. Dion, 8 toes down. Sanders salute. Can't get right. Raider Ryan, Adam Sweeney, APDDT. What's good, bro? Tokyo salute. Lil Tiger, Richard Hardy, Caps, Omar, Trey. Hug D's is in the building. Salute, guy. Salute, my brother. Graham Cam. And I think we got everybody in here so far. Leaky, what up, Oos? All right, let's get this rundown up. Wildcard weekend will conclude tonight, but we're going to talk about the other games. And I know we could poke some fun. Hey, we didn't make the playoffs. 3 teams in our division did, and 2 of them got dog walked over the weekend. So let's get right into it. The Saturday games. First, Houston 32, the Chargers 12. Game pretty much based among defensive powers, but a lot of turnovers that the Texans capitalized on, including 4 interceptions by Justin Herbert. Now, I dare a Charger fan to try to tell me that realistically, Justin Herbert definitely is not a top 10 quarterback. You threw more interceptions in this game than you did the entire season. Everybody wanted to hype him. Realistically, we knew what it was, and I've been saying it for a long time. For you Chargers fans that want to overhype Justin Herbert,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Don't want to hear about it ever again. I don't care. I'm pretty sure that the last real starting quarterback we had even has more playoff wins than your guy does. Sorry, not sorry. Anyways, I digress. Let's move on. Baltimore and Pittsburgh. And we're going to talk about this. There's actually a lot to dive into in terms of this specific game and specifically a team involved in this game. But Baltimore 28, Pittsburgh Steelers 14. It looked like Pittsburgh didn't show up at all. They secured their decisive victory over their division rivals. They jumped out to a 21-0 lead and pretty much just ran away with it after. Lamar Jackson showcased his prowess and his dual threat capabilities. You're probably potentially looking at a 3-time MVP in the coming weeks. Derrick Henry got involved as well. Of course, he had a touchdown, and a couple of his receivers got involved as well. It was a very solid performance by both the offense and defense for the Baltimore Ravens, so they move on. Yesterday, you had the Buffalo Bills dog walk Denver. Now, I just saw something in the last few minutes before we went live that just makes me want to laugh because it's like excuses. So I just saw this tweet. This probably came out, I'm not sure how long ago it came out. Actually, it came out about 2 hours ago. And this is Zach Stevens. And here's the sorry excuse for why the Denver Broncos lost. Bo Nix played through 3 fractures in his lower back in the most important stretch of the Broncos season. Bo suffered the 3 vertebrae process fractures in the first half of the Raiders game. He finished the game, then insisted on playing the following week against the Browns to be there for his team, and also got that win. This was during the Broncos' 4-game win streak, and he refused to be sidelined by it. Bo didn't bring any attention to it either. This shows who Bo Nix is. Me. Excuses. Stop. You guys lost. Why does that need to be brought out after you already lost? Make it make sense. Philadelphia handled business against the Green Bay Packers in the city of brotherly love, 22-10. Defense forced 3 interceptions from Packers quarterback Jordan Love. Offensively, Jalen Hurts threw for 131 yards and 2 touchdowns, connecting with Jahan Dotson and tight end Dallas Goedert. Saquon Barkley contributed with 119 rushing yards, but he did not have a touchdown. So for anybody, I know I did it. Any of you guys that did anytime touchdown prop bets this weekend, yeah, you probably lost that parlay as a result of Saquon Barkley not scoring a touchdown for you. I know I did. Jacob's got one. Salute to JJ. He did okay. Better luck next year, bro. Commanders and Tampa in a thriller to the very end. I thought that this game was going to go into overtime. 3 seconds left. Zane Gonzalez hits a 37-yard field goal that bounced off the right upright and in. One of the craziest endings I've ever seen to end a playoff game. It was ridiculous. Jaden Daniels, this is something that just hurts me. It hurts my soul, and I think it hurts a lot of you guys within the nation. We look at 2 quarterbacks that we should have had, and now we look at this one. Jaden Daniels, who is a rookie, just got his first playoff win. He threw for 268 yards, 2 touchdowns. Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, his number one, caught 7 passes for 89 yards and a touchdown. They dominated their time of possession as well, running 69 plays to the Bucs 44. Congratulations to him. Again, a very young, promising upside for this kid. I definitely wish him the best. Too bad it's not with us. So we're going to go into the bracket. There is a game, one more game tonight. The Minnesota Vikings are playing the Los Angeles Rams, but the game has been moved due to the wildfires in LA. So the game is being played at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, the giant toaster in the desert, if you will. So let me get to the big screen real quick, or the shared screen rather, and we're going to show you what the playoff bracket looks like as of right now. Give me 1 second, guys. And there we go. Okay, so divisional round is pretty much set except for the last game that's being played tonight. Kansas City will host Houston next weekend. You have Buffalo and Baltimore. They played each other during the regular season. Kansas City also played Houston during the regular season. It was a very close game, but this game between Baltimore and Buffalo was a beatdown in the regular season. Hopefully Buffalo gets their payback this time around. You got Washington going against Detroit in Detroit next weekend, and Philly is waiting for the winner between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. So stay tuned for that. Let's get me back on the screen here. And yeah, do that thing right there in the right corner. And we're 60 away from 10K right now. I appreciate y'all that are pulling on up right now. Let's get this rundown back up. Vrabel. Again, we talked about this, and I saw Graf put the post up about it yesterday, and I said to him, like, Stevie Wonder saw this coming. I think everybody knew that this was coming. After the firing of Gerard Mayo, after the last game of the regular season, even though it was a win, the gears have changed. The gears have shifted. The changing of the guard has officially happened. And now Mike Vrabel, yes, Mike Vrabel is now the new head coach for the New England Patriots. He was a key contributor at linebacker from 2001 to 2008 with the Patriots and contributed to 3 Super Bowl victories during his time there. He had a very, in my opinion, a pretty decent or pretty solid head coaching job from 2018 to 2023 with the Tennessee Titans. He had a record of 54-45 and led the team to multiple playoff appearances, including the AFC Championship game in 2019. The hiring follows a decision that they decided to part ways with Gerard Mayo after 1 year as a head coach, finishing with a 4-13 season. It looks like they're really trying to make a huge change within that organization, as they right now currently have the 4th overall pick in the 2025 NFL draft. They are pretty much set with their quarterback in Drake May, and I think that they're going to do a lot of moving and shaking around in New England as we get closer and closer to the draft. Vrabel may be considering bringing in the old Patriot way, that is Josh McDaniels. Good luck with that and see if that actually will work again. Maybe as an offensive coordinator, he might be successful again, but we know for sure as a head coach, that definitely doesn't have a chance in hell. So Vrabel's return, it's pretty much, again, to revitalize the Patriots, I guess bring back that Patriot way, but we'll see as the time comes with that. Moving on. I told you we talked about the Steelers-Ravens game the other night, how bad of a loss it was, and there have been rumblings all over already, including a team, and they will not name who it is specifically, But a team has called the Pittsburgh Steelers about potentially trading for head coach Mike Tomlin. Now, it would be very interesting to seeing as Mike Tomlin has a no trade clause in his contract. Now, there have been some crazy trades in the past, including one of our own, which is just, it still blows my mind that we even think about this and that this remotely even happened. But in 2002, John Gruden was traded from our Raiders to the Bucks for 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and $8 million. You have the other one that was definitely a move that shook the world. Bill Belichick in 2000 was traded from the Jets to the Patriots for a first-round pick. And we know how that story went in New England for years to come after that. Maybe it's a possibility. There's still a lot of teams out there that are looking for a head coach. And now the Dallas Cowboys have parted ways with Mike McCarthy. They are looking for a new head coach as well. Chicago's still looking. New Orleans is still looking. It's kind of looking like Aaron Glenn may get that position, but realistically, if I was him and the situation in terms of cap space that the Saints are under right now, I wouldn't want to take that chance and go to New Orleans. Jacksonville's still available as well. A lot of things are up in the air right now. When it comes to Tomlin, a very highly respected coach throughout the league, one who's had countless appearances in the playoffs. He does have 1 Super Bowl under his belt, which was back in 2008. Is this a guy that we would potentially look at? As of right now, no. Our top priority right now and the number one head candidate for the Raiders head coaching position stands as Ben Johnson. He did interview with Mark Davis and Tom Brady, and Tom Brady seems the one that's making this huge push to have Ben Johnson as our next head coach. There has been no updates at this time in terms of where we're going, what he's deciding, what is going on. As you know, his team, his current team, the Detroit Lions, are the number 1 seed in the NFC, and they are still in the playoffs. So I think once the season ends, they'll probably come to a decision with that. But as of right now, nothing has been changed, and still waiting to hear about the vacancy for our GM as well. Let me get into the chat. I apologize. I just wanted to try to cover as much as possible. And yes, Texas lost on Friday night. Quinn Ewers, I've said it over and over and over again, is ass. He declared for the draft hours before the game, and you ultimately saw how he finished his Texas career. Dude is probably, you're looking at a guy that's probably going to be in the 5th, maybe 6th round, if he's lucky. He's not it. He is not it, and I said it time and time again. No trade clause. That's interesting. Anything's possible right now, Adam. Anything is possible. Again, the Jets are looking for a head coach as well. Do you think that they'd be the ones to pull the trigger on trying to get Mike Tomlin in as their next head coach? They're still searching. From what I was told, Rex Ryan is not getting that job. Vrabel, as I spoke about before, is now with New England. So I don't know what this means for any of these other teams, but we're more concerned, at least over here, we're concerned about our Raiders vacancies. We are concerned about who our next coach is. And salute to the 300 that we have in here. You see it in the top right corner. We are now 58 away from 10K. Let's run this up. We're going to be on probably for another hour. Wasted will be live in exactly an hour from now. And once this live ends, it will actually redirect you directly to his channel. So I appreciate everybody that's pulling on up right now. Paper Chase was good, man. John B, they said they're willing to wait until Detroit is eliminated. I still have a feeling that Detroit may end up going all the way this year, at least to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying they're going to win it, but it'd be very interesting to see. Shout out to Sean Johnson. I haven't seen him here in a minute. Salute Hammer. General Manager John Spytek, Head Coach Ben Johnson, Defensive Coordinator Robert Salah. This would be fire. I would be on board for it 1,000%. We've talked about Salah pretty much from the time he got fired by the New York Jets that he definitely is best fit as a defensive coordinator. His past success as a defensive coordinator with the San Francisco 49ers, the way that he built that defense with the New York Jets wasn't bad either. But I definitely would not mind having him on board as a defensive coordinator for us, most definitely. Salute to you, my guy. We smash thumbs, bro. Loso, we smash thumbs in here. Smash some thumbs. Hammer that sub. Crush the bell, y'all. Appreciate everybody that's in here today. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. 57 away. Let's have some fun today with this. Over 310 in the building. I know there's a lot of new people. And talk it up in the chat, man. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. We listen and we don't judge. Let me see. Detroit deserves a Super Bowl. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I would not be surprised. Salute to Tom. Tom's interesting talk. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. Appreciate you. Detroit gets eliminated now, so we can have our. Damn, Tim. Detroit or Baltimore. I think that would be a very, very interesting, probably a very high scoring Super Bowl. That would be very interesting. Playing COD, not in the chat. Oh my God. Have fun with that, Zon. Lions going all the way. Philly looks like trash. It was a really, really interesting game. And honestly, I thought, actually, that's not the game that I thought was going to be high scoring. The game that I really thought was going to be high scoring was last night. The Bucs and the Commanders have two very high volume, high scoring offenses. And I really thought that the game was going to be I thought there were going to be a lot more points scored between both teams. It ended 23-20. It was still a very good game. That field goal again by Zane Gonzalez was just absolute. It was insane. Didn't. Yeah, I know I'm not funny. Solid going back to the Niners. You think so? Do you think so? Uh-oh, we got triple OG. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hug D's on the $2.
Squala, city of squala.
Let's pull that up. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna let you guys know right now. I have not looked on this website in the last couple days. Like, give me 1 sec. Let's see where we're at. Here we go. My eyes have actually been really, really bad the last couple days. I don't know why. Where is it? Returning? No, it's not what I'm looking for. Okay, I see what has been scheduled as of right now. I'm pretty sure Ben Johnson's has been completed. So this actually has not been updated, but as it stands right now, it says that Pete Carroll is scheduled for an interview. Aaron Glenn is scheduled for an interview. Ben Johnson, we already know, happened on Friday. Vance Joseph, the D coordinator for the Broncos, is scheduled. Todd Monken, Ravens offensive coordinator, which we talked about him actually last week before this name even came out and before AP was even fired. Robert Saleh again scheduled, and Steve Spagnuolo as well. And that's the head coaching one. Again, there has not been a single thing out there recently for us. I'm looking at the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator interviews. I'm looking at the GM interviews. We have nothing on the front for GM interviews at this point in time. I was talking about this with somebody earlier today, and I do believe that, like I said, they really do have their sights absolutely set on Ben Johnson. And I think that they're going to want to go a route where you want to have that chemistry, that solid relationship between the GM and the head coach. I think that they're going to want Ben Johnson to have a say in who this next GM is going to be. They could look at the assistant GM right now in Detroit and ask you. That's a really, really good possibility. But as it stands right now, at least from NFL.com's website, they don't have a list of candidates for us or even scheduled interviews for GMs as it stands right now. I have a strong, strong feeling that Tom Brady and Ben Johnson are going to get together again and have this conversation. And potentially, Tom is probably going to ask him, who do you see yourself working with for the next couple of years as a GM? And what do you see as a vision for this team moving forward? That's just my opinion. Can't they do another interview after this week? Yes, after this week. Again, I haven't seen anything. I have not seen anything on that. And like I said, I just went through NFL.com and they have a tracker on this. They're not showing any of them that were completed. And like I said, I know for a fact that Friday Ben Johnson did his interview with Tom Brady and Mark Davis. So we shall see. Head coach and GM will be a dual hire. Yes. Agnew or Spytek possibly. Yep. Champ Kelly is still in the building so far. And I have a feeling, Vinny, that he's probably in there listening in on things. Do I think that he's going to be back? 50-50. I don't know at this point, but I think I'm going to say 50-50. I definitely saw something that I definitely missed, and I apologize. Caps, I appreciate you for gifting 5 Raider Nation News Today memberships. Welcome to the family to those 5. It looks like it is. Can't get right. Jay Raider, Space Beast, Paper Chase Mace, Jason Miller. Welcome to the family. If you guys want to support me, support the channel, the link is pinned at the very top of the chat. We have gone through a lot so far, and we have only been on for how long the clock's here. Been on for over 20 minutes. Now, this is something that we're probably going to do throughout the next couple of months. Shout out to Arlen Howland, member for 15 months. Happy New Year. Love your show. A shout out to Johnny Kicknuts for just being Johnny Kicknuts, the dopest name on YouTube. My house hasn't burned down yet. Prayers to everybody in LA. I reached out to family today, and thank God, 40 miles away from where this is going on. So continue prayers for everybody out there, most definitely. Do we have to wait until the season is over to hire? I'm not highlighting that just because you have those 2 letters together, but I think it has to be after the conclusion of Detroit's season in order for that to happen. Now, Vrabel being hired, Vrabel was not a coach. He was, and the Brown season was over anyways, but he was on staff as, what the hell is the name for it? An advisor, pretty much. So that's why he's in 1, 2, 3 a week after Gerard Mayo got fired. Pete Carroll was interviewed today. Okay. Mark Salter, salute. Did you hear that Gruden could be possibly be a Cowboy? I did not. You know, it's funny. We talked about this a couple of times in terms of Gruden potentially returning to the NFL, and the only 2 teams that I really see him potentially going to at this time, because they have quarterbacks, and one who is claimed to be one of one, not great of a year for the team that you played for. Chicago or Jacksonville, I think, could ultimately be the next destination for John Gruden if he, in fact, is back in the NFL as a head coach. Those are the 2 teams. But again, now that the doors have opened up for Dallas, there's already been talks about what if they trade for Mike Tomlin? Like, look, Tomlin will already have a quarterback. Anything's possible right now. Let me see if I'm missing anything here. Pete Carroll's interviews today. Okay. Ernie, I saw it like 5 times already, bro. 6 times, 7 times. I think Graff had spoken to him. He's good. He's good. I'm like really, really late to the party right now, trying to catch up with you guys. A shout out to Hug D's on the $20.
Koala, city of koala.
On this channel or wastage, you know I got love for you, buddy, and my brothers and sisters in the chat. Grab a pizza on me, hand dog. Raider Nation for life. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I don't know why you can't gift, but it's all love, bro. I appreciate it. To the actors and actresses and the well off, y'all will be Ty. I can't with you, bro. Pete Carroll about 74 when the season starts. Is there anyone else even close to that age that is coaching in the NFL? How old is Andy Reid? Andy Reid's got to be pushing in his 60s already. He's got probably in his mid 60s, right? Rorschach. Appreciate you, bro. That soundbite gets me every time. Yo, every single time the Graph hears it, he can't stop laughing. That is going to be the staple here when you guys send super chats. I love it. Mr. Chow is the shit. Like, I'm going to have to do it every single time, though. I appreciate y'all. 66. Okay. Yeah. I was pretty sure he was like in his 60s. 66. Okay. There you go. He's a coach. What is it? You know what's funny, though? you had those old coaches, and you have these coaches that have coached late into their life, right? The second that they stop doing something they love, and this is like not even just as a coach, this is for like anybody in life. You can work forever and you could be doing something you love forever, but it's like the second you stop doing it, that's when things just fall apart. So I don't know how much longer Andy Reid has. Um, I think if they keep doing what they're doing now, I don't think he's going to be retiring anytime soon. Wasn't Bill is in his 70s and now he's coaching at UNC. And I heard a little bit of the coaching staff, and McDaniels is actually not even on that list. And I don't think Scott Turner is either. Mick Lombardi is in there. His son is in there. Freddie Kitchens. Freddie Kitchens is the offensive coordinator at UNC. He pretty much had $10. That'd be insane. $10 million to play around with in terms of his coaching staff. So I'm curious to see what they end up doing ultimately. Jeremy, unfortunately, not. We will be back next week, and I actually want to put something in the chat for you guys. For those that are WWE fans, and even if you're not, you just want to continue to support what me and Graf are building with our wrestling podcast. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Guys, hit the subscribe button. We definitely want to try to run this up as much as possible before we are back next Monday night, but we will not be on tonight. We will not be on Friday night. And we actually talked about it today. We're going to be a little bit more in depth too. We will do the Monday Night Raws. We will do Friday Night SmackDowns. We will do the PLEs, but also in between, we will do recaps of each of those shows and pretty much give you guys our insight, our analysis of what we think could potentially happen moving forward for either one of those brands. But I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now, and I'll even highlight it for you guys on screen. So youtube.com/at baby faced heels podcast. Let's try to run that up as quickly as possible. Again, we will start promoting it a little bit more this coming week. I put a post out there on X, I believe it was like maybe late Friday night. The thing got almost 4,000 views on it. I will try to upload as much as I can. Apparently, YouTube limits you to only 10 uploads in a day. And I kind of tried to flood it a little bit with some things that I was putting up. It was some shorts from the Raw and SmackDown that we did do. I'm going to finish uploading as much of that stuff as I possibly can. But guys, please hit that subscribe button. Let's run that up. Let's try to get past 100 before next Monday. And again, we will be back live giving you the full 3 hours in its entirety next Monday night. So stay tuned for that. We wanted to split it up. We wanted to create an individual channel. That way we have our Raiders channel, which you're watching right now, and salute to the almost 400 we have in here right now. And then we wanted to give the wrestling one its own podcast. That way, when we're doing the wrestling one, you won't have people in there asking us Raider questions when we're solely focusing on the task at hand, which is either Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, or the PLEs. Salute to Rorschach on the $2.
Squala, city of Squala.
Is it because you have no? It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. Do you think we interview Cliff Kingsbury? We know he can develop a QB and can't even blame him for the Arizona stint. Seems like coaches can't win with Kyler. Yes, because Kyler's more focused on Call of Duty. Cliff Kingsbury is a guy that I had mentioned in the past, and it's kind of been shot down by people. I do not know. Again, at this point in time, I truly believe that their top priority, their top prospect right now is Ben Johnson. You did see a couple of people in the chat say before that Pete Carroll was interviewed today as well. We shall see. But again, I do believe as it stands right now, top priority, and people I have spoken to as well, Ben Johnson is a top priority. So stay tuned. You're a jackass with it, but you know we love you, bro. So it's all good, man. Cliff to what? Mike F. Raider Surgeons, appreciate you for becoming a new subscriber. We are 51 away. and we still have another 45 minutes to go unless I decide to say, hey, I'm done. I'm cutting it short. But I'm really enjoying everybody that's in here. And we have almost 400 people in the chat. If you haven't already, do me a favor. Smash some thumbs, hammer that sub, crush the bell. Mike McCarthy is a potential possibility to the Bears. They were talking about that earlier today. Watching grown men in underwear putting their hands on it. I can't with you, bro. Bring Mac home. Apparently, he's really not saying much right now. Retirement could happen, but maybe not. I don't know if he's going to be somebody we bring back, though. Why are Las Vegas allowed to approach coaching staff from the Lions now when they're still playing? You could do virtual interviews. Like, look, they just Martin, and salute to you, my guy. The Lions were just off this week. They had the first round bye, so they were able to do the virtual interviews. And that goes for any coaches that had the bye weeks. You just heard me say it before. Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs, he's a guy that was available for interviews last week. So that's pretty much that's why they're allowed to do that. Like, you have other coaches, their seasons have been done. Yeah, they're allowed to interview right now. From what I understand, as it pertains to Mike McCarthy and the Dallas Cowboys, they blocked him from an interview. And I believe that interview was with the Bears, if I remember correctly. But the Cowboys blocked him from that interview, never remotely picked up the phone to speak negotiations with him about potentially bringing him back, and just let him go about 5 hours ago. Jerry Jones is a scumbag. I don't give a shit. I said it, and I'm not sorry. Yes. Yes, Ty. They fired him today, and I just, yeah. They really did that dude dirty. You blocked him from an interview to then just let him go entirely. That's dirty. And I honestly, here's the thing. Here's the thing with that organization. Their next head coach, just like any other head coach after Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones likes to hire head coaches for his franchise that he can control. If you're smart, you would not want to go to Dallas. I don't care what talent you have there. He controls everything, including you as a head coach. I wouldn't do it. It's not even taking orders. He just controls you, bro. Why would Ben Johnson go to Dallas? Vegas is where he should be. I haven't heard his name tied anywhere remotely to Dallas right now. I have not heard a single thing. And I'll tell you right now, if he was smart, he wouldn't even pick up the phone from Jerry Jones. Absolutely not. 48, y'all. 40, 48. 48, 48, 48. Salute to the 385 in here. We're 48 away from 10K. Let's run this shit up. And salute to my big bro, Wasted, on hitting the milestone of 13,000 a couple of days ago. Much love, bro. McCarthy sounds like, from multiple reports, they had talks with Jerry Jones about philosophy and they were too far apart. You've been there for how many years and all of a sudden your philosophies are way too far apart? That makes absolutely no sense. What was the defensive coordinator with the Cowboys when Dak had a good year? Yeah, and Kellen Moore was a name that was actually tied to the Cowboys about potentially being the head coach earlier today when the news broke that Mike McCarthy was fired. Can't get right. I appreciate you. Tom, why? I'm not calling him that, man. I'm not calling him that. I talked about the GM search and I talked about GMs that have been interviewing, and I gave you guys one guy that I would love to have here, a guy that we have talked about probably for within the last 2-3 years. Louis Riddick. I think that would be a pretty good match with Riddick and Ben Johnson. But again, it's got to be right now. It's looking like it has to be something and someone that Ben Johnson knows that he can work with, that he can turn this franchise around quick, fast, and in a hurry. Like, I look at the weapons that he has around him, the weapons that he has on offense. And the only one that I'm just like, you've made this kid have a really, really solid career since he came to Detroit, and that's Jared Goff. So my thing is, it's like, if we don't this is a what if scenario, and somebody subscribed and unsubscribed. F you. If we were to not draft a quarterback, and again, I'm looking at it from a standpoint of the weapons that they have around them in Detroit and what Ben Johnson has done as a play caller. And this goes for all you AOC MVP incoming. Who's to say that Ben Johnson can't turn around Aiden O'Connell and make Aiden O'Connell look as good as Jared Goff does? Now, I know that their defense is insane, and they lost like 17, 18 players this year down to injuries. But who's to say that somebody like Ben Johnson wouldn't be able to really turn around Aiden O'Connell's career as a quarterback? This is me in a what if scenario. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. I want that to happen. But you have to think like I'm thinking realistically, and I'm thinking from looking at what Detroit has done these last few years with Ben Johnson as the offensive coordinator and Jared Goff, who got traded from the Rams to the Lions, and what he has done in Detroit these last few seasons. Again, who's to say that the same thing couldn't happen if Ben Johnson does that with Aiden O'Connell? Something to think about in the event that maybe we go all out and don't get a quarterback, but still have a ridiculously good draft and what have you. But we'll see. Goff was a first-round pick. You can't compare the two? Debatable. Salute to Mr. Carey. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a new sub. I'm trying to do math again. 44? Well, 44 away from 10K, y'all. Ben Johnson, a Hendon Hooker. Ben Johnson's going to bring a hooker with him to Vegas? Why? Why are we bringing a hooker to Vegas? There's plenty of them on the strip. Just joking. Aiden O'Connell can be prime Mitch Trubisky. Oh, God. Ben can bring players as well with him. Hendon Hooker. A lot of people are talking Hendon Hooker. Salute to Raider Ribs. Definitely a name I have not seen in here before. Hit that subscribe button, my guy. Build around JPJ if AOC, hold on, does get QB1. Feel like Goff can move better than yeah, especially that last game we saw with O'Connell. It really looked like he was running with cinder blocks on his feet. It was kind of disturbing. Even when they showed the slow motion replay, it was like, you don't need to slow that down. That's exactly how he runs. Again, 44 away, y'all. 382 watching. Let's go, nation. Smash some thumbs and subscribe. Appreciate you, bro. Let me get to this one. Shout out to Space Beast, Ben Johnson, head coach, Spy Tech, GM. Tita Roya, McMillan. I'm going to just say T-Mac. I feel like I butchered a kid's name. T-Mac, Milrow, or Dart at the second round, Scottaboo in the third. I'm sorry. Dart and Milrow are both going to be available in the third round. We can get something else in the second round. We could probably get an offensive guard in the second round. I want Ben Johnson as our coach, Luis. Shout out to Mr. Corey. Shout out to ZZ Rath. Thank you guys for becoming new subscribers. I'm getting the notifications in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Are you guys ready? It's about that time. We're going to go mock. And again, this is what we're going to start. This is what we're going to do pretty much up until the draft time. If I'm available on Mondays, we are going to do mock Mondays. So let me get this other screen up for you guys, and we're going to go right into it. I'm surprised we don't have Mr. GM Walt himself in here. But how about offensive Fields, Ginty, Godwin, Bowers? Godwin I'm kind of nervous with, especially after that ankle injury. That's disgusting. I'm not doing that. I'm good. Can we watch a previous AP presser? Absolutely not. I'd rather shit my hands and clap at this point with that one. And salute to the 405 we have in here. We are 43 away from 10K. Let's run this up, y'all. It's about price, but the same thing goes for T. Higgins, and people are talking about suitors for T. Higgins as well. Salute to Sir Lister of Smeg. Welcome to the family, bro. Thank you for becoming a new member. And again, if you guys want to become a member, the best way to support this channel and keep the lights on here, the link is pinned at the very top of the chat. Y'all, appreciate y'all. All right. Are we ready? Mock draft time. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Y'all ready for one? If you guys want me to do draft buzz, I'll do draft buzz. Let me fix that right now. What the hell is it? A car presser. It's on me. Nah, I had the best car presser, the one that the Raiders scrubbed, and it got me over 90,000 views on YouTube when he fired at ESPN's reporter Paul Gutierrez. And Paul, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. Let's go. Draft simulator. Warp speed. Our Raiders. I'm gonna put the screen up for you guys in a second. Hold on, guys. 40 away, y'all. Let's run this shit up. It'd be a great way to end the night. All right. Here you guys have it. You see it. You see it. You see it. Do I have the Raiders selected? Yes. Are we ready? My eyes are really getting bad right now, guys. Like, I sincerely apologize. Like, my eyes are getting really, really bad all of a sudden. All right. I'm trying to see where it says start. See? This is bad. This is real bad. All right. The Giants have offered a trade. I'm not taking any of these trades, and we might do another one after this anyways. But let me see the next offer. They're offering... No. They're offering an overhaul, but no. I'm not taking that. Offer from the Browns. They'll give us Denzel Ward. No, I'm not taking that either. All right. So with the first couple of picks, Travis Hunter, Shador Sanders, Kelvin Banks, rightfully so. They're going to need an offensive lineman anyways. Will Johnson, Wyatt Millum. There is a quarterback available for us there, isn't there? Look at that. I saw a draft earlier, a mock draft earlier that shows a potential of Cam Ward potentially being there for us at 6. I'm going with Cam Ward. Chargers are trying to offer us something. Yeah, no. Screw y'all. Our needs. I am on best available. I'm looking. Do I go Hampton here? Yeah, why not? Wait, what are you talking about, Hugdies? I'm so confused. 38, y'all. I'm going to go interior. If we got a quarterback, you got to protect him, right? Dylan Fairchild is there. Yeah, I'm going that route. Let's go. We got back-to-back picks. Oh. So we got Cam Ward so far. We got Amari and Hampton. We have Dylan Fairchild. So our offense is looking very, very solid right now. Let's look at the receivers, see what we have. Jalen Royals is a guy that a lot of people have been talking about. What are you guys doing, man? Yo, y'all are bugging right now. I'm just gonna look away. Jahad Campbell is there. You know what? We just got a dog at the linebacker position. So offense looks really, really good right now. And I'm thinking potentially going like Jaden Higgins is there. Tez Johnson is there. I just heard Kyron Lacey got himself jammed up. Nope, I ain't taking that. I'm not taking that chance on him. Go Jaden Higgins here. We'll have a receiver. Yeah, back-to-back picks. I'm gonna look and deep. I'm gonna dig into the. Ooh, thank you. I just got a nice 1-2 punch with the running back position. So as it stands right now, we got Cam, we got Amari Hampton, we got Dylan Fairchild, we got Jaheed Campbell, we got Jaden Higgins, we got another running back and Nicholas Singleton. That 1-2 combo is that would be a huge problem. Let's see, best available right now. I'm not taking a tight end, but I will go the route of a safety because we will need one. Keon Saab. Let's see. Best available are linebackers and running backs right now. Oh, Michael Taff. I like that kid, but no. It's really difficult to see this right here. They said corner. All right, so let's go corner. Best available corner right now. In Ohio State, Davison. I'm going to butcher his name. So, and we have another one. You know what? Going edge. I think we have one more after this. Or is that it? No, we do have one more. Tyler Beatty. Nope. Interior. Thor. I wish that they could grade it, but they won't. And I kind of want to go back to PFF and see if I have a possibility at Cam Ward. But there you guys see it right there on the screen. We got Cam Ward with our first round pick. We got Amari Hampton. We took a guard out of Georgia, Dylan Fairchild, bolster up that interior. Jaheed Campbell, the linebacker out of Alabama. We went receiver in the fourth with Jaden Higgins. We went back and doubled up on our running back, Nicholas Singleton. Dude is an all-around back. Went the route of a safety because we're going to need one, Keon Saab. We went to corner, Davidson. I'm just going to say Davidson. We went edge with Jasheem Davis out of Wake Forest. And then last but not least, Thor Griffin out of Louisville. Thumbs up, thumbs down. What you guys thought about that draft? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Apparently Singleton's going back to school. Shout out to Johnny Kicknuts and everybody else is in the chat right now. It's 35 away, y'all. And we still got a couple more minutes. Should we go to the PFF side of things and give it one try? PFF? I'm gonna bring it back here for a sec. Should we go PFF? All right. I do want to save this one. I'm gonna just leave that screen open. All right. Jay, all of a sudden I saw a mock draft. One of these websites had a mock draft out earlier, and it has us getting Cam Ward at 6, which I'm kind of surprised. But if it happens, it happens, right? Let's do this again. Now we're gonna try the PFF side of things, and we know they know how to really mess things up for us, but let's mess with this and see. I guarantee you they're both off the board. Oh yeah, of course, they're both off the board. Shout out to Luis on the $2.
Holla, City of Squala.
Take a corner in the second, running back in the third. It's a deep one. Hey yo. Abdul Carter is another guy that they're projecting us as getting with this first round pick. And I'm gonna go this route right now. Even though there was another mock I saw today that has us taking Luther Burden, the receiver, out of Missouri. I'm going to do 2 drafts before we leave. I'm going to go with Abdul Carter in this first one. And we can actually see what we have now, the way that they revamped this a little bit. These are the best players available right now. And you have the receiver out of Stanford. We got back-to-back picks in the second round, right? No, in the third round. Patrick, appreciate you. I see a lot of people going in right now. And you guys are telling me to go defense? All right, I'm going to do this again just because. We got picks that are 5 picks apart right here. I'm going Tyler Booker. Watch this. I'm going to go quarterback. Now I'm going to go running back. You guys tell me Singleton's going back, so I'm not going to take Singleton, but I will take his counterpart. So this is what we have so far. Damn, we just stacked this team with Alabama boys. We just stacked this. I'm not touching Lacey, Rob. No Diddy if necessary, but I'm not taking Lacey, not after the recent reports that came out. I'm not chancing that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Salute to S. Dot on the $5.
Squala, city of
Do
squala.
you see what this team looks like right now? We just took a whole bunch of Penn State and Alabama boys. Like, this is insane. I guess I did, Jason. I guess I did. So we have a guard, we have a linebacker, we have an edge rusher, we have a quarterback, we have a running back. I'm going receiver here. McNash is available. Antoine Walls is out there. Kyron Lacey, I am not. Nope. And I could actually wait. I'll go and take Ricky White. He should be there the next round. Let's go back to all. Nick Nash is there, though. I might take Nash. Nash may actually give me a good grade on, too. Chandler Rivers is there. Let me go with Nash. We're going with best player available. This team is loaded with Nittany Lions right now, but it is what it is. Let's find a safety here. Bolt out of Vandy. Those are reaches. I'm gonna do this one again, anyways. Fuck it. I'm gonna do this one over, anyways. I already told you guys I was going to. Jackson Dart. Look, you got QB competition. Fuck it. It's taking forever to analyze, I'll tell you that. They probably are going to give me a flat out F. We'll go back here. I'm going to wait for that to actually finish up, and we're officially 35 away, and Wasted will be live in about 20 minutes. Can we get 35 in here to hit a subscribe button? There's almost 400 of y'all in here right now. Let's run this up. I'm thinking a grade lower than an F. It's not even giving me a grade. It's still actually analyzing my draft. I'm real like this is the longest I've ever seen to analyze a draft. Lacey is going to jail. Exactly why I'm not going to draft him in any mock draft that I do moving forward. Kyron Lacey is not going to be a guy on my board. Point blank, period, the end. Your 1 through 3 picks was fire. Appreciate you. Jerry, thank you for becoming a new subscriber. Don't let it be your last time in the chat either. We are 34 away, y'all. Let's go. I took Nash, didn't I? Ron, I took Nash, didn't I? First E grade ever. E for effort? It's not coming up, so we're going to have to do another mock draft. And I was going to do another one anyways, but I didn't get a grade. I did not get a grade. You guys can grade me, and you probably gave me Fs down the board, but yeah. Let's try this again. A lot of these traffic guys are favorites of their coaches and actually the best guys on the team. They said a C. Is Mac retiring? It's up in the air right now, bro. He's mull on it right now, though. He's absolutely mull on it. 32, y'all. 32. Let's go. Let me get the screen back up for you guys. I got a B+. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate you. Still better than the drafts. Oh, see, I don't even want to say the name, but yeah. Let's do this. Let's do another one. This will be the last one, and yeah, I think after this one I'll wrap it up. We won't do the vault tonight. And again, Fridays we're going to do another thing on Fridays if I'm available. Fridays we're going to do free agency Fridays, and we're going to go. I think the best way to do it is probably going to be by positions of need. So stay tuned for that. Friday we will do our first installment of free agency Friday. So make sure to stay tuned for that. All right, let's get into it. Ward, Hunter. Oh shit. Yo, hold on. All right, guys, I'm not losing my mind, right? Shador is there, right? Shador is there. Shador is there. Okay. Let's see this one. So we got a quarterback. I would still much rather, and I've told you guys this before, if we got a quarterback first, I'm going interior. They're probably going to give, you know what? I will backtrack that. I will go back to that one. Go running back. I guarantee you they give me a shit grade for drafting Scatterboo right now in the second round. He says Scatterboo is like trying to tackle a fire hydrant. I'm done. Henderson or Scatterboo? One, hold on. We're going to do it this way. 1 for Scatterboo, 2 for Henderson. I'm going to go running back here, and then I'm going interior offensive line next. 1 for Scatterboo, 2 for Henderson. And do it quickly, guys. I see a lot of 2s. And then I see people saying O-line. I'm going O-line. I have a feeling Scatterboo's going to be there. I'm going to go O-line. And we have two picks in the third round. Well, we could also see this is where it's tough. Fuck it. Let's go interior. Okay. Booker or Ratledge? 1 for Booker, 2 for Ratledge. 1 for Booker, 2 for Ratledge. 1 for Booker, 2 for Ratledge. All right. You guys are putting it up quick. We got Booker. All right. So here we are. Let's look at running backs. Let's look at receivers. Jalen Royals is there. Trevion Henderson's there. And there you go. You know what? Go Henderson first. Let's see if Royals is still there. He's not. Wait, is he? No, but Isaiah Bond is done. So we got a receiver. This is what we have so far. Got a quarterback, we got a guard, we got a running back, we got a receiver. Offense looks good. Now I can fuck around and do some other stuff. Work on other things that we need. I can go Rucker. I can go Carter. We can absolutely go defense here. I'm going to address going linebacker here. No, I'm going to go Rucker. Black Tide, salute my guy. We're 31 away. Quinn Ewers, look at where he's at. Telling you guys, his stock just dropped significantly after that game. Got an edge rusher, linebacker. Another guard. We just locked that perfectly. Shiloh at the safety position. What we got left? We can get a corner in free agency. We're going to address free agency this week, like I said. Kobe, which is one of Graf's guys. And for shits and giggles, I'll take another running back to finish this out. This one got graded horrendously, and I finished with a C on this one. Would you guys take that draft? Would you guys be okay with this draft? I want grades in the chat right now. I want grades in the chat. I see a A++. I see a A. Just put grades in the chat, y'all. Kicknut says C-. You're an asshole. All right, so we got. You don't see that? Shador Sanders, Tyler Booker, Trevion Henderson, Isaiah Bond, Kamen Rucker, Cody Lindenberg, Miles Frazier, Shiloh Sanders, Kobe Bryant, and Donovan Edwards. So I see a lot of A's. I see a lot of B's. Yeah, you got the brother. You got the brother Sanders. Why not? Shiloh equals F. Damn. Hey, you got a B- here. Booker in the second and Bond is what ruins it for me personally. Okay. I'm on the fence with Shador. So it's a lot of mix. It's a lot of mix for you guys between A's and B's right now, and I got a few C's, very small amount of C's. Shiloh equals Bronny. Ooh. Good God, the disrespect. Salute. We're 31 away. And salute to the 362 that is still in here right now. Let me fix this real quick. We've still got about 10 minutes, but I'm going to get off here in a second. That's what you guys are supposed to be doing right now. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all that pulled on up. Johnny Kicknuts never lied. Yeah, Johnny Kicknuts is on one today. I'm going to call him later and curse him out. Asshole. First off, respect is earned and not given. That's a fact. Estes said, how do you hold up? You of all people, Mr. I love thick frames. I got us two guards. To protect our future quarterback. You gave it a C+? Bro. Wow. That's all I'm going to say. What the Al Booker is the best guard in the draft. Period, point blank. What is wrong with you and your research? I'm so confused. Are you against Booker right now? Are you against? Wait, S. Are you against Booker? Let's have this conversation, bro. I really think we need a new left tackle too. He really got me feeling some type of way right now because, like, I side with him, especially when it comes to the biggest draft need for us, like the biggest hole to fill. And it doesn't even have to be necessarily the draft; it could be the free agency period as well. But we have to get a real offensive guard. We need offensive interior linemen, 6'5", 6'6", 320 pounds and up. Like, S-Dot really got me feeling some type of way that he went off like that. Like, what the fuck? And that's who it was between, Daniel Munoz. Taking the third, so much better than Tyler Booker in the third. Well, you had Ratledge and Booker right there. And a lot of you guys said Booker. So I went with Booker, and I took him in the second round. We got a quarterback. That's why I went. And I've told you guys this before in previous lives. If we, in fact, get one of these quarterbacks in the very first round, it's a toss-up between interior offensive line and running back, but I'd feel a hell of a lot safer going the route of taking a guard with that second round pick. No questions asked. I see people feeling some type of way, though. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If I want offensive material, I watch waste. Oh, my God. And I feel like I'm getting shitted on right now for this. And we're 29 away, and I don't want to end this live until we get there, but Wasted is going to be live in T-minus 9 minutes. There's 342 of y'all in here right now. Is there 29 of you that are not subscribed yet? Hit the subscribe button right this second. Let's see 10,000 in that top right corner in the next few minutes. He's going live in 8 minutes, guys. Shout out to the 353 in here. Nah, Adam, like, he's going live. I don't want to overlap at all. I don't want to overlap. Oh, see, hold up. S-Dot took a step back. No, that was for the guy in the chat. We good, Hammer, but Urseri and Booker in the middle is the best choice for. Okay. A lot of people seem to like when I've taken Miles Frazier, though, like that late. That's why I'm like, look, we locked in 2 guards, so everybody is entitled to their opinions, and I'm not going to be disrespectful about that. Like, some like this draft, others didn't. And again, Mondays are going to be the day pretty much up until the week of the draft. If I'm available on Mondays, we will do mock Mondays. We will talk about whatever news has happened across the NFL, and we did that for you guys. We talked about the wildcard weekend and all the games. There is a game tonight between Minnesota and LA in Phoenix. We talked about Vrabel being the new head coach of the Patriots, McCarthy being fired from Dallas, Tomlin looking like he's on the hot seat or potentially even being traded. Nobody knows right now. And we also had a little bit about ours. Pete Carroll was interviewed today. We did interview Ben Johnson a couple of days ago, and he really is the top guy as it stands right now for Tom Brady and Mark Davis. So they have to get through this week. If they advance, then we have to continue to wait on Ben Johnson. We will see how that plays out. Salute to DeAndre Heyman. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. We're 26 away. We were 25 2 seconds ago, and somebody backed out again. Is what it is. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all. I'm going to roll out of here because, again, Big Bro is going to be live in about 5 minutes. Salute to D Griff as well. Thank you. On your way out, if you haven't already, smash some thumbs, hammer that sub, crush the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions in the house that Hammer built by the nation for the nation. Raider Nation News Today. Continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID or not, you should always remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till next time, y'all, of course, as always on my New York, peace, love, and positivity. And as always,
And when I leave, come together like butt cheeks.
we outro, y'all. Have a good night.